Following that episode of Friday Night Smackdown, I'm hoping WWE puts on a great show here. I'm just going to put that out there right now. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Pregame, the weekly show where I share my top 5 things that I'm looking forward to for this episodes of Monday Night Raw. Let's get into it. Let's start out with the WrestleMania main event, actually. The CM Punk and Roman Reigns feud. We know that Roman's not going to be on Raw tonight, so what is it going to be from at the time of this recording? It's only going to be a CM Punk appears, so there's going to be some type of promo. He's going to be on the mic. I can predict that maybe the Usos might, cut him off on this one and maybe set up a match for next week. I was calling for like a Jey Uso CM Punk match on Raw, leading up to this, because that's the direction they seem to be heading towards, but I don't know about that anymore because it seems that the Usos will be busy with the vision for Mania. At least that's what it seems as of the time of this recording. There's something that has not been circled back to, though, is when Roman Reigns basically, when he said that he's calling on all members of the Bloodline to get theirs at CM Punk for what he said about him at the start of this feud. The only thing that has kind of touched on that was when the Usos inserted themselves into this feud and didn't do anything last week. For all I know, we could be getting another pivot this time in this feud, and we're gonna have bloodline rules, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. Okay, and that leads into the next thing. There are reports that there are only gonna be 7 matches on each night, and there are, at this time of the recording, again, 2 spots that are open, and we kind of already been getting story about Speed. Is he gonna be back on Raw tonight? Are they going to build Speed, Vision versus LA Knight in the Usos story? Because that's kind of what we were heading towards based on last week's episode. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw, but LA Knight went on one of Speed's streams and he did this.
How the hell you get in my house?
I got in your house. Don't worry about that. How you doing, chat?
What the
if that doesn't scream they're continuing the story, I don't know what will. It's pretty much all but confirmed that this will be one of those Mania matches. I'm curious to see how they continue to build on this on tonight's episode of Raw. We have to get some answer from Gunther tonight about why he attacked Seth Rollins. Everyone was wondering, why are they having Gunther go out there? Is there something going on between him and Paul Heyman? Did Paul Heyman hire him to be this assassin to attack Seth Rollins? Is Paul Heyman saying that Gunther should join the Vision? And he did? We don't know. Hopefully we get answers on that tonight. That's actually one of the things I'm really looking forward to, how they make sense of this Gunther attack on Seth Rollins, because it did seem random, but again, we are getting Gunther and Seth Rollins at Mania, folks. There's nothing that, you literally can't complain about that. It is probably going to be match of the weekend. It has contendership to be match of the weekend. And just today, we have learned that it is going to be Rhea Ripley and Iyo Sky versus Michin and B-Fab. This is all for the story building of the Jade versus Rhea match at WrestleMania. But now that begs a question from me as a big Iyo Sky fan. What are we doing with Iyo Sky versus Asuka? Is that still on the table? Are they going to be fighting at Mania? Are they going to be having a match at Monday Night Raw? What are they going to have Iyo Sky do at WrestleMania? I don't see a world where they're going to have her do double duty and have both involvement in that match with Rhea and a match against Asuka. I don't have any belief from WWE based on their track record that they will have Iyo Sky do both things either on the same night or on separate nights. It still doesn't matter. I don't have that belief. I will eat my words if I'm wrong, though. The only thing I'm asking WWE is that they do not drop that story with Asuka, because if you let Iyo Sky and Asuka in the ring together to have a match, and heck, even if you throw Kyrie and make it a triple threat, that is must-see TV, whether you like it or not. These 3 are so good in what they do when they're allowed to actually perform and not get held back by storytelling. So I'm looking forward to seeing what direction they're going with this. And last thing, ladies and gentlemen, for this video, the number one thing I'm looking forward to is the segment between Brock Lesnar and OBA. You guys have seen how big I am on this build, how hyped I am for this build. Oh my god. The match I am looking forward to the most out of every single match on that WrestleMania card. This match has all right to main event one of the nights, but I know it's not going to happen. So I want to see what they do tonight in Houston. Every single segment has hit it out of the park, bro. They have such a simple storyline behind this whole feud, and it's working. It's one of the best, if not the best storyline heading into Mania, bro. What are you looking forward to for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw? Leave it down in the comments and let's see what happens tonight. Till then, thank you guys for watching, and remember to be yourself, love yourself, and do what makes you happy. Peace out, guys.